It's April 2021. I just finished up with winter steelhead season. So what that means to me is it's time to start bass fishing. So I like to bass fish out of this Colorado pontoon boat I got hanging here behind me. So I figured I'd show you guys how I store it in the off season. The parts cost about $100, but it gets it up off your garage floor and out of the way. You need an electronic winch. This one's from Harbor Freight. It's $80. I found some links to one on Amazon that's very similar for $100, but needless to say, $80 to $100. You need some cable, and I use pool noodles to wrap around the bars of my pontoon just so it doesn't get damaged. Now I like to take the pontoons off, deflate them, and put them on top of the frame during storage. That way I can walk underneath my pontoon, but you don't necessarily have to do that. I will tell you one thing when it comes to the speed of these electronic hoists, it has one, and that's fast. So I would recommend when you put your pontoon up or down to put your pontoons inflated on the frame so it protects the frame when it hits the ground. So I'm going to go through the process of taking my pontoon down to get it ready, and I'll just show you how the hoist works as we go. So first off, as I kind of explained, I might as well take some of the weight off. I'm going to take, you can see I have my oars stored on here. I'm going to get those out of the way. I just have these pontoons, they're folded up, deflated, just sitting on here. So there's actually nothing actually holding them on. It's much easier if you have the space to just store it with the pontoons on it, even if you deflate them a little bit in the off season. Because as you can see, this is kind of a pain in the butt right now. So where I have the hoist stored, I can't put my pontoons on and take it down very easily without running into things. If you have room in your garage, I would definitely recommend putting the hoist in an area where you can put up your entire pontoon without a bunch of stuff interfering. But you can see I don't have room to put my pontoons on where I have it hung up here. So I'm going to take it down. I put down a piece of carpet, and I'm going to get in there like I normally would carry my pontoon down to the pond so that I can guide it on the way down. One more just quick tip. I take a pool noodle. As you can see, I've cut a slice down so I can wrap it around the front bar. The front of that pontoon where I hold it, depending on what shirt you have on, especially like a nylon shirt, the bars will kind of grab the material and kind of put holes and snags in your shirt. So I just put one of these. It also kind of cushions when you're carrying it for any distance. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on as I take the frame down. So I'll spin this around just to show you where I put that pad. So now that that pad is in there, I'm going to go ahead and get the remote, the wired remote, and I'm going to start letting this down. Now, as I said, it's got one speed. I don't want it to hit the ground, so I'm going to kind of guide it the rest of the way, just like so. Now that I have it on the ground, I'll show you how I arrange the chain to put it up. Even though I'm taking it down, it's just reverse skate when you put it back up. It's just some of this lightweight wire. You'd probably be better off to cut it into strips. I just have it as one long piece so that I can adjust the lengths if necessary. I've taken a pool noodle and cut it into several pieces. You cut a slit lengthwise, and then that way you can wrap it around those metal bars, because these frames are steel and they're painted. If you end up rubbing the paint off, they can rust. So you can see here, it's just got a heavy-duty clip. I have it clipped together with carabiners, so I'm just going to take those off right now. I have one through that oarlock holder and through the back portion of the frame. So it's 3 points to kind of hold this chain on with these carabiners. And since I am using chain, that's again why I use these pieces of pool noodle to protect it. So I can take those off now. I can get this up out of the way. So now that I have my frame down, I'm going to go ahead and inflate my pontoons and put the rest of the boat together. I got my pontoons inflated, so now I'm going to strap those on. Alright, so next the footrests. For the remainder of the season for me, I just store it on the garage floor. But if you want, you can actually put the chains back through and you could store it on the ceiling. It's pretty easy to take up and down. In fact, what I'll do is I'll connect it and I'll lift it up just to show you. Because my garage is so crowded, I kind of have to pull out on the frame a little bit as it goes up. But I just wanted to show you how it actually gets hoisted out. This can fit just like that. If this video was helpful, make sure to hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell. That way you know when I release new videos. Generally it's Fridays at 6 p.m. I release fishing videos, and in between sometimes I'll put out a tip video like this one or gear reviews. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below, and if I earned it, hit the like button. So I'll see you on the next one.